Is it on? So we're just gonna start with some basic questions. What is Occupy Toronto to you?
Occupy Toronto to me is it's a movement of people from very different walks of life, I would say. I would hope. I think that's what makes it an important movement, is that people are coming together for different reasons, but I think it all comes down to one thing, which is the oppression of the capitalist system.
Okay, so let's move on. What is the ultimate objective of the movement? What is it that you guys are trying to accomplish at an institutional or at a global level?
I would say that the objective of the movement is why we're here, actually, basically to figure out what the objective is. I think people have lots of different ideas, and what's important is being able to meet people, share those ideas, and give each other mutual support.
Great. So do you believe that only through peaceful methods is it that you guys are going to accomplish the institutional change that you want to achieve? Or are there fragments within the movement itself that are willing to employ violence?
I think that the most effective change that we could create is through peaceful protests, peaceful meetings. I believe that that's what people are here to do.
So apart from mass protests and sit-ins, what other methods are you guys thinking of using to achieve this change?
Well, this is the first day, so I think what we're doing right now at this meeting is trying to figure out, how we can truly affect change, and also how we can make sure that people feel included, and that marginalized people are able to come out and be supported by people in this movement.
Speaking about the non-violence aspect of the protest, what are you guys doing differently from the other movements, for example, in the United States, that have ended up in a little bit of confrontation? What is the Toronto movement doing differently to ensure that it doesn't escalate to violence either imposed by the police or created by the movement itself?
Well, I think we're not necessarily doing anything differently. It's really up to the police whether or not they're going to instill violence on the people who are creating peaceful change. So
we're focusing on non-violence throughout this interview. So another question that I want to ask you is, if the police does become hostile and wants to use pepper spray or other form of violence suppression mechanisms, how is the movement going to react, or how will you personally respond to such situation?
Well, I mean, it's a family event. People have children here. It's going to look really bad on the police if they try anything like that. I mean, the police are people who have jobs. They are people who are going to be, suffering from cutbacks as well. And so, I mean, the power is coming from the people in charge. And if the people in charge are actually going to, give the order for them to do that, then, I mean, it's not going to look good on them.
Agreed. So how will you personally react if they did something violent towards you?
I guess we'll have to see in the moment. I mean, I'm here, and I'm here to stay, and I'm here to support other people as well.
I've heard that there's a lot of divergence within the movement itself, as you said. There's a lot of interest, a lot of perspectives. So is there like a cohesive ideological or philosophical basis for the movement? Are you guys aligned with a particular political party or a particular political philosophy, or is it just very distinct in itself?
I think what's so great about this movement so far, anyway, is that people are from literally all different parties, all different groups, and I think what's important is making sure that we stay open to other groups and other people who want to join. But we are all united under the fact that we feel like we are disenfranchised within the current system, and I would hope that everyone here realizes that it's time to work to change.
Why do you think the movement's so hostile to having a broad leadership base, a more sort of vertical asymmetry? Because you guys seem to emphasize that you are a horizontal democratic charismatic group. So why is the group so hostile to having a leader that can speak a more unified, a more cohesive voice for everyone, and have a more, I guess, centralized and structured platform or manifesto of what you guys are trying to accomplish?
Well, I think what's important, and also, like I said, like what's different about this movement is the fact that there is no political party, no one leader, no 5 leaders. It's just about facilitating people's voices so that they can be heard. And that's what makes people feel like they have some kind of influence and some kind of, like they're a part of something, which is very, very important because people are feeling left out by the capitalist system.
And don't you feel that this could generate some form of confusion, and maybe the corporations or the government will not take you seriously because you guys don't have a cohesive voice?
We're not looking for the governments or the corporations to take us seriously. We're looking to be taken seriously by each other and to be supported by the people who are, the 99% that are in the same boat as everybody else. So.
And final question, what drove you to be part of the movement? Why are you here today? What is it that you want to accomplish personally, or what does the movement symbolize to you personally?
Well, I think it's really important for me personally to hear where other people are coming from, to learn, and also to be able to show support for Indigenous people, the people of Palestine living under Israeli apartheid, for Indigenous groups who are fighting for their land.
Can you tell us a little more about why the flag?
I'm with Students Against Israeli Apartheid at U of T, and we basically support the call for boycotts, divestment, and sanctions against Israel until it complies with international law and tears down the apartheid wall in Palestine and gives the right of return to Palestinians and equity and equal rights to Arab Israelis living within Israel. So that's the group that I'm here with today.
Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.